Hello and welcome to another episode of Growth Effects, where today I will be reviewing the 1/72 scales Kotobukiya's Saber Tiger. Now this was an awesome kit, and I will say was, because you will see very soon why. But as you can see here, I did not use any decals. I went ahead and I custom painted it myself, although I didn't do much. All I did was just scribble on freehand some of those markings and drawings and such on the shoulder joints and the hip joints, as well as writing in any of the numbers there and then painting that little stripe. So I wouldn't say it's too much, but it was a little something. I also went ahead and added some panel lining for the kit, and then I went ahead and repainted the fangs as well as the claws. So this kit was pretty awesome. It looks pretty cool, has a nice shelf presence, but unfortunately this one lacks a lot, and I guess this would be one of my worst kits that I have. So articulation, there was plenty. You can also see detail in the cockpit. It was pretty good in terms of movement, but as you could see, it was just too difficult for me to move around the arm, so I decided to try and just record this real time to show you all. Unfortunately, it didn't work out very well. Just in this moment, I wasn't sure what was going on until I finally realized that the plastic was actually ripping, and anytime that I tried to move it, it would not work until finally it snapped. So, yeah, very, very distraught there. And, breaks my heart so much right here. So, yeah. Overall, this kit was pretty awesome to have as it was, but did have its issues and setbacks. One of them being that for some reason, and this was the official, by the way, this wasn't a knockoff, one of the parts here on the very top where the cockpit goes had a very difficult time trying to fit it in, even though I squeezed it in all the way it could, so I had to sand it down to get it to work right. Those particular little joints, along with the one just on the left-hand side there, kept falling off and is annoying. The part there also tends to pop off a little, so you might want to dab a little bit of super glue on there or something. And the hip joints there, sometimes that part likes to just kind of pop out as well. It's just a mess there, and like this part here that I'm pointing at, this one in particular loves to pop out on all the joints, and I will show and demonstrate just now in this little video. So here I found out the reason for why the part didn't seem to bend well. This part there ended up actually kind of opened up, and nowhere in the instructions did it say, I think, if I remember, it said anything about dabbing any glue in there because that will pop out or something, provided this thing's not made for, you know, playing with or anything like that. It's just a model kit made for display, pose, and that's it. You're done. But I didn't realize that that part was actually starting to move a lot and basically unhinge itself. And when I was trying to move it around, it didn't have a good anchor point for it to actually, you know, just like stay solid and so on. So yeah, and unfortunately it ended up just kind of not. And that's my very haphazard fix right there. I just pressed it in, put in some cement glue, and just let it dry. So unfortunately, I will not really be able to use that joint so much. So I'm going to try and carefully rebend that knee, that arm joint back where it should be, and so I can just pose them again. I didn't break them off in frustration. I break them apart so I can see exactly what was wrong, so I can demonstrate to you all. Unfortunately, yeah. And these parts were the ones that I kept saying just kept popping off, and it's just annoying. So unfortunately, I can't really rate this kit so high. Not because of that, that was just an accident, but a heads up so you all don't make the same mistake I did, or will do. Overall, this kit was amazing. I freaking love it. I'm just going to repair it and put it somewhere I know will not have any movement whatsoever or whatever and stuff. So, yeah. But, I mean, like I said, I do still recommend this kind of kit, this particular kit. It looks pretty cool. I've always liked the Saber Tiger design. I even have a knockoff kit just for the hell of it, so it was a cheaper alternative so I can try and customize that. But do be careful with any of your kits, of course, especially if you notice that the joints are a little hard. Try to check around and make sure that the joints aren't loosened out, and which my case, like what happened there, and I had to fix it up again. I'm just going to cut this video short because I'm just pretty sad and frustrated with this particular kit now, so unfortunately it's not a very good review. I'm sorry. Part of it's my fault, part of it's the kit, but yeah. I'd still recommend it though, just wouldn't give it a very high rating. Anyways, this is Grey Wolf Effects signing out, and sorry for not having posted anything, just been very busy.